What up, YouTube? It's your boy Food Junkie again, coming at you with another video. I've been watching YouTube videos as I always do every day before I get ready for work, things like that, so I can have, see if I can find some content or something to talk about based on what I've seen thus far. And today I want to come to you and talk about critical thinking. Let's talk about it. Critical thinking. What is it? Why do people use it? Why people don't use it? How it affects your life? How does it affect other skills you may have? Hard skills, soft skills, things that help you in life, things like that. Let's talk about it. Critical thinking. The ability to think critically. What that means in layman's terms is the ability to think for yourself, the ability to think outside of the group mentality, the ability to be able to form your own opinions based on information that you are given. That's what critical thinking is. Being able to think outside of the box, think outside of what the scope of norm is. Being able to look, listen, see, and ingest information at a point to where you can make a decision for yourself. And no one can tell you that your decisions are right or wrong. It's just your decisions because it's your beliefs. I run across a lot of things on YouTube, a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people, like I said previously on other videos, who wants to be part of these groups, who wants to be acknowledged, who wants to be accepted, who wants to be, counted, I should say. And of course, we all want to be counted. We all want to be part of a group. We all want to be felt like we are special, that we have something special, something in common with other people. And some of us need people to feel or tell us that we're special. Some of us just automatically know that we are special based on just living our lives and how we live our lives and the things that we have been through and experiences that we have. But thinking critically, meaning to be able to listen to someone, watch someone's actions, and make an informed decision about that individual, that situation, and things of that nature. Now, right now, what's going on, there's a video of this young man who gave a YouTuber somewhere between $8,000 to $12,000. And I watched his video, I watched some of his videos, watched commentary on the situation and people talking about what he did, why he did it, this, that, and the third. And it just got me to thinking. If he was thinking critically what it got me to thinking is a lot of things. But one thing that I thought is, if he was thinking critically, he wouldn't have caught himself in this position. But what he did went a lot deeper than just giving this person $8,000 to $12,000. His problem started well before he met this individual, ran across this individual. He made the statement that, and mind you, this is not me getting down on him or dogging him or trying to clout chase, anything like that. It's just me talking about what I've observed and what I've seen and my own personal opinions, and how what he went through is something that I never went through, for one, but how I see it and how I see things like that happening all over the place. Well, like I said, his problem started well before he met this individual. His situation started well before this individual was even a thought in his mind. This young man, I say young man, I don't know how old he is, I don't know what's going on. He looks, like he had a rough life. No, this is not me clowning or joking or anything like that. It's like he had a rough life, because he looks like a young guy, but he looks like an old guy as well. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that his problem started well before he met this individual. His problem started well before this individual was a part of his life, a part of his circle, or he was a part of their circle in their lives, and their YouTube group or virtual reality group, or whatever you want to call it, the group he was in. it seemed like it was a self-esteem issue. It seemed like it was a lack of understanding who you are and your value and your worth. It seemed as though his problem started at a younger age. He mentioned in this video that maybe his hair will grow back if he stopped worrying about other people. He mentioned in his video that he was a balloon. And those two things in itself are character traits that he was kind of putting down on himself, and kind of made me uncomfortable. Because it makes me uncomfortable when people put themselves down. It makes me uncomfortable when I hear or see people not caring about their appearance, or not caring about who they are as an individual, or things like that, or not caring about, you know, who they are, what they are, you know, how they see themselves. You know, they're more worried about how the world see them, but they're not putting in the effort or the work to make sure that they see themselves in a good light. So, in reading some of the comments under his video, some people said that, well, maybe it was him trying to buy his way into being accepted by this group. And that's definitely what it was. When you don't feel like you're enough, when you don't feel like you're worthy enough, or you don't feel like you are good enough, you feel that you have to give people things or buy your way into people's lives, or buy your way into, you know, certain situations. Now, not saying that all of us never had those moments where we wish we were, you know, taller, thinner, darker, lighter, straighter hair, more kinky hair, you know, bigger lips, bigger nose, smaller nose, all whatever insecurities we have about ourselves. We all have those insecurities about ourselves, you know. But there's a point that you have to start to see the value in who you are as an individual. There's a point where you have to really critically think, what is my worth? What is my self-worth? What is my self-worth to me? Not to the world, because the world gonna, you know, if you allow the world to build you up, they have the ability to break you down as well. So that's why I tell people all the time, I don't care what people think of me. Well, it's not, you know, because I know who I am. I like myself. I know who I am inside and out. I know my flaws. I know my great points. I know my strengths. Speech impediment again. It's on me in every video. Get used to it if you're gonna watch me. I know my strengths. I know what I have to offer the world. Like I said, I tell all the time, well, I said it before in other videos, I have 3 jobs. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm employed by 3 employers, you know. And I have many jobs, but I'm employed by 3 employers that I get a paycheck from. I do a lot of other things that I make money from, but as far as the paycheck, I'm employed by 3 different companies. People always ask me, why do you work so much? Why do you do that to yourself? And I ask them, what do I do for myself? What I do for myself is be able to afford anything I want, live a lifestyle that I want to live, come and go as I please. And I have 3 jobs because I call it my fuck you policy. At any point, at any given time that I want to say fuck you to anything or to anyone, I can say that without worrying about how my bill's going to get paid. And not only that, I'm marketable. I have marketable skills. I can command a room, and I can command attention when I go into a room in person. And yes, it's about how I carry myself and my appearance and all those other things. There's also how I speak, how I communicate with other people, how I give people eye contact, how I have confidence in who I am, and that oozes through my pores. So therefore, I'm not going to be shy or timid when I speak to someone in a large room or large scale. There are, let's see, let me cuss, you're being stupid. There are moments when, you know, I had a conversation with a coworker of mine the other day, and she was like, oh, when you first came in here I knew that we had to get our stuff together because, you know, you wasn't going to play that. I'm like, what do you mean by that? She's like, well, you have this air about yourself that, you know, you demand the best. I'm like, well, I mean, I know how to take that, but then again, I'm like, well, I do. You know, I can't, you know what I'm saying, take it the wrong way, because I do carry myself in a way where I am a confident individual. I am confident in who I am. I'm confident in what my abilities are, what I'm capable of doing, how quickly I grasp information and excel at things. These things are true. So if you're going to come to me and try to train me into do something, well, it's not, or work in a position or work in a situation, I'm going to come in as if you need to impress me. You have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because I'm going to impress you with my work ability and my skill level and my skill sets. So I need you to be able to impress me. When you tell me something to do or show me something how to do something, I need you to know all the ins and outs of it, because I'm going to ask you questions about it, which is going to, if you're a lesser person, going to make you feel inferior. But if you're a strong person, you're going to, be able to take what I give you, or not give you, but take who I am, and see the advantages in that. Because knowing that I am a strong person, I am someone who's going to be able to take this information and run with it. I'm not going to need you to hold my hand throughout the whole entire process. And this was, a while ago, since I've been in this position that I had this conversation with this young lady with, but, she was just like, I just knew that, how you carried yourself, that we're going to have to get ourselves together. Because it wasn't, even now there's things that infuriates me about this position, but I'm able to work through it and work with it, because, not everyone works the way I do. Not everyone is the way I am. Not everyone, carries himself the way I carry myself. Not everyone has the confidence that I have, and I know that, So it's not a slap in the face or a stain on their record. It's just that I know that I am a very special type of individual. There's not many out there like me. This I know. It has nothing to do with conceit or having the big head or anything like that. It's just that I know who I am. I know my abilities. I know my capabilities. And that comes from me critically, looking at who I am, what I'm about, what gifts that I have, and what I have to offer someone. As far as the world, as far as a work environment. What is it that I can contribute? And be, not a hindrance, but a help to the environment. And being able to sell myself. Not only sell myself, was not, when I say I can do something, was not, I'm able to do that. I'm able to actually deliver on what I promise. One thing in school that I used to do that didn't make me the most popular person in the world in school, I also was older than most kids that was back in the school, especially in the fashion design program that I was in, was conceptualizing and execution. A lot of people have a lot of ideas and things like that, but they don't have the concept. They have a concept, but they don't have the way of executing that concept they have. They don't have a way or a plan to execute what they're thinking, what they're believing in, what they're feeling, things like that, And so my thing was always to be able to, if I come up with a concept or idea, have a plan how to execute that concept or idea. But that's not only how I was in school, that's how I am in life, I don't want the quick, fast, situations to happen. I don't mind working towards something, working little by little to build up enough information and confidence and, integrity in order for something to last a lifetime or last, longer than just a couple of minutes. A lot of people nowadays want that quick flash in the pan, I call it microwave generations, they want something to happen quickly. 3 minutes, the popcorn's done. 5 minutes on potatoes done. You reheat a plate of food, 3 minutes you have a full meal type of thing. No, I don't mind cooking. I don't mind chopping up the vegetables. I don't mind making a sauce. I don't mind, frying up some food or baking up some food and taking my time in it so it can be what I actually want it to be and what I want to present to the world. But that's another story for another day. Like I said, about the whole critical thinking thing is, I just feel that this young man was not able to find his self-worth until he said no. Then also, I think that he is online to build up his confidence, which is fine. I think a lot of us are on here to build up our confidence. I've said many times in many videos that, I have a speech impediment. And I'm on here because I am trying to build up my speaking better, to make my public speaking better, you know. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing videos, because I know that, you know, I am going to get criticized, and it's going to help me work better and try harder to get my public speaking to where I want it to be. Am I, you know, afraid of the criticism that I'm going to get? No, I don't care. I really don't care. It's more so for me. And when I say I don't care, it means I don't care about your opinion, because I do care about opinion, and I do care about positive and constructive criticism, because I'll use that to build myself, to make myself stronger as well. And also negative criticism. I mean, that right there, it has nothing to do with me. It has more to do with the person that's actually delivering that information. Because if you're saying something to someone that you don't know to try to hurt their feelings, that says a lot about you. If you say something to someone that you took your time to watch and then took your time to critique negatively, that says a lot about you. It has nothing to say. It has nothing to do with me. It shows me the type of person you are, you know, type of thing. So, and I think that's part of my critical thinking process, how I live. You know, I don't take everything that someone says negatively as a slight or as a slap in the face. Sometimes you have to eat the meat and spit out the bones, which means take the information that is given to you, get what you can out of it, get what helps you, what nourishes you, and the rest discard. You cannot take in or ingest everything that is given to you. You cannot ingest everything that comes your way. Everything that comes your way is not meant for your the betterment of who you are. It's not meant for you to be your best. If you ingest everything, the good, the bad, the indifferent, you're going to be a mess. You're going to be so confused, you won't know which way to go. You won't know which to go up, down, left, right, you know. So you have to really be able to have that ability to critically decipher what is best for you. And not all information is the best information for you. You know, you can take in something and it's not meant for you to take in and to ingest and make part of your entire psyche, your entire being. And some things that you need to discard will help lift you, you know, higher than you ever thought that you need to be, because it's not weighing you down. You know what I'm saying? But it's just all about critical thinking, man. Being able to think critically, and having the ability to think critically. Well, that means listening critically, reading critically, asking questions critically, having a critical conversation with that. It doesn't mean that you are putting someone down or being negative in your question asking or in your in the ability to be critical in something. Critical doesn't mean always to put something out. It means to think outside of the box. Think outside of, you know, what the norm is. Being able to look at something and decipher information from it, and take from the information what you need to help you grow, to help you develop into the individual that you need to be, to help you be the best you that you were meant to be. You know, being able to have the ability to, you know, learn from mistakes, learn from other people's examples, not always being in the middle of something, but still being able to take something from that. You know, not every beef on YouTube is meant for you to interject yourself into. Not every situation in YouTube or within your friend group is meant for you to be involved in. You know, not every situation is meant for your insertion. Sometimes you just sit back and look and critically analyze the situation. Who started? How did it start? What is the gain from it? What's the end result of it? If you interject yourself into it, what is your end result? What are you going to get from it? You know what I'm saying? And of course you may get clicks and views. You know, that's why we're here, to be seen. But is that the only reason why we're here? That's not the only reason why I'm here. You know, there's other things that I'm here for that has absolutely nothing to do with, you know, monetary value or clicks and views. Yes, I want to be entertaining. And I also want to be entertained. You know, like I said, I've watched YouTube for a while. I've been subscribed to a couple of people. commented on a couple of people's platforms, hopefully in a positive way. I don't think I put anything negative out there in the universe, as far as too much criticism. I have asked questions. I have asked for explanations on certain things, that seem to be not coherent in what the person was preaching. I asked them, if you believe this, why are you doing this type of thing, those type of questions. And it wasn't meant to be negative. It was just meant to get a better understanding, because the best thing I can give someone is my time, my attention, my energy. I could be doing something else. I could be, working on myself instead of, watching a YouTube video and watching someone that I don't understand or I don't like or something like that. But yeah, I just want to come to you and just ask, do we really think critically on YouTube as subscribers, as content creators, as human beings? Are we really thinking critically? Are we living a critical life? We're living our life critically, which means that we're asking questions. We're looking outside the box. People want to put you into a box that makes them feel comfortable dealing with you, opposed to accepting you for who you are and either being able to see through the box that you have for yourself or realizing that you don't have a box, you don't fit into a box. None of us really should fit into a box. Boxes are meant for packaging. Boxes are meant for, delivering packages, carrying something from one way to another, from one place to another type of thing, and I don't fit in the boxes. I'm not going to ever be able to be put into a box because I'm constantly evolving, I'm constantly changing, I'm constantly moving, I'm constantly growing, I'm constantly redeveloping and developing who I am, my personality. As old as I am, I'm not that old, but as old as I am, when I stop growing is when I'm going to take my last breath. I never want to be that person to think that I know everything. I never want to be that person to think that, I can't learn something from every situation. I never want to be that person to not have the comprehension to recognize or realize that I am a constant evolving person, a constant evolving being, who wants to put the best energy out there in the universe that I can. Now, are bad things going to happen? Have bad things happen? Yes. But I look at it as an opportunity for me to learn something from that. I look at it as an opportunity for me to grow from that. I look at it as an opportunity for me to make myself better, to make myself stronger. And speaking of stronger, if anyone knows anything about how to make steel, you know that you have to break it up and meld it back together in order for it to be at its strongest. You just don't make a piece of steel the first time and it's as strong as it possibly can be. You break it up, you bend it up, you melt it down, and then you remold it again. That's how it becomes strong. So, we need to start thinking critically. About putting ourselves in situations. Are we so desperate to become a part of a group or lonely that we're going to go broke doing so? I think if you would have thought critically, someone asks me for money every other week. First of all, I'm not. I'm saying something crazy. Well, I'm saying because who cares? I'm not fucking you, so I'm not giving you money. It's not happening. Sorry. And especially if you ask for it, you're definitely not getting it. Let me see that you have a need for something, and let me fulfill that need for you. Let me want to give it to you. Not because I want to be accepted by you, but because I see that there's a need for you to have this thing, or for something that needs to be done. And then let me offer it. But when you start asking for something, bells go off in my head. Boom, 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 boom. Why is this person asking for something all the time? And then the first time I say no, I'm cut off. Or I'm discarded. And I guess he said that the young lady said, oh, consider it a gift. You know what you were doing, young lady. You knew exactly what you were doing. you know, giving a sob story, a little tear here and there, you know, knowing this person was vulnerable to your situation, to your ways, and they want to be accepted, so they're going to do whatever they need to do to be accepted by you and your group. You know what you were doing. But I can't blame the young lady. I have to put the fault on the young man. I really do. Because it makes no sense that someone's going to give a perfect stranger they have never met. You're in Chicago, they're in Atlanta. Y'all not fucking, talking about fucking. Sorry, you have to be crass with it, but you know, you didn't even smell the pussy. She didn't even look at the dick. You know what I'm saying? So why are you sending her money? She was a friend of yours? No, she wasn't. You was a pawn in her game. Like I'm sure many other people were a pawn in her game, or is a pawn in her game. Someone like her is going to always be able to use people like you, because they're going to always find the worst part of who you are and exploit that. Think critically, people. Be able to decipher what's in front of you. Not everything that sparkles is gold. Not everything that sparkles is nice. Not everything that smiles in your face is worth being around you. People have motives that you have no idea what they are. And as soon as the first time you smell something fishy, it's probably a rotten fish. You know, as soon as you smell something that doesn't smell right, it's probably a piece of shit. It is. Have the ability to think critically enough to call people on their stuff. And if you truly build a relationship with them that is worth anything, they should be able to accept that. Everyone that knows me in my real life knows I don't put up with too much nonsense. You know, I'm nice, I'm cool, I smile a lot, I joke around, tell jokes, crack jokes, you know what I'm saying? We can hang out and have a couple drinks here and there. You know, be cool. But if I'm always reaching for my wallet and you ain't touching your pockets when the bill comes, that would be the first and last time we ever hang out. And if you come to the house and you don't bring something with you to contribute to the situation at the house, you won't be invited back. Critical thinking. I think critically. I live critically. You know, I question everything. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I'm not going to be one to be used. I'm not going to be one to let someone say, oh, so-and-so took advantage of me. No. People only do what you allow them to do. People only can treat you how you allow them to treat you. Think critically. You know, deep down in our souls, we know who we are. Deep down in our souls, we know what we lack. Deep down in our souls, we know what we crave. Stop looking for someone to fulfill those empty, vacant spaces in your life, in your soul, in your heart, and start going through the process of fulfilling those things yourself, so you can have the ability to think critically and not fall for everything that comes across, you know, saying your path. Be able to see things coming from a mile away. Be able to see people for who they are. And once you recognize who they are, you have a choice, either to be around them and accept it or not to. But you should never have to pay someone to, you know, befriend you, or to like you, or to accept you for anything. Not even your wife, your husband, your partner. You know what I'm saying? Your friends. Shit. Because if people paid me to be around them once, now they'll go broke. Because I tell you all the time, I cost $1 more than what you can afford. Which means on how much money you have, you would never be able to buy me, ever. You had $1 billion in your pocket, disposable income, I cost $1.1 billion. You get that dollar, I then cost $1.2 billion. You will always have to do more to try to buy me if I chose someone to do that, which I don't, because it's not that serious. You know, I work hard so I can play hard. You know, I work the way I work so I can afford to get what I want when I want it, without depending on anyone else to do anything for me. All I ask for you or from you is honesty and integrity. And from there, we can work on a friendship. You know? But like I always say, love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, respect someone else, and think critically. Have the ability to decipher information that is given, that you see, that is gathered from you, by you. Have the ability to look at things and see them for what they are, even when people try to hide things from you. Start working on being able to see things for what they are, because people always show you who they are. People will always reveal themselves sooner or later. And no matter how much you like someone, how much you admire someone, how much you love someone, if something they're doing, something that they are is not correct or prosperous for you and your life, discard that person. I guarantee you they would discard you if they had to. This is Food Junkie, coming to you with another video. And like I always say, if you like my content, like what I have to say, go to my channel, check out the other videos. And if you like those, subscribe, share, comment, and like. I always forget like. But like it, you know. As I said once before, love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, respect someone else. And until next time, have a great day.